Hello everyone, I'm Talia Hagler and this is On the Bright Side, a good news show about the Valley. We start this episode with a business in downtown Salem that started with an idea of wanting to create a space for community, a place for people to gather, and it turned into a step back in time. Kast Iron Soda Works has hundreds of craft bottled sodas, homemade pop on tap, and they can make all kinds of fun drinks from the soda fountain era.
My name's Leslie Klein, and my husband Will and I own Kast Iron Soda Works. There's a couple of terms you can use to describe us. Some people say we're a soda bar, we say we're a soda fountain. We're a bit of a board game lounge as well. On our wall we have over 500 different varieties of craft bottled soda. We also make our own that we serve on draft only. We keep 4 different flavors. One is our root beer, always, and then the other 3 are always changing. We keep different flavors of ice cream, and with that we can build all kinds of combinations of floats. But then we also get into the fun stuff of functioning like an old-time soda fountain. So we recreate all of the good stuff out of the soda fountain era, like phosphates and egg creams and brown cows, and you name it, we can probably mix it up for you. This all started with a number of different ideas that kind of converged one day. Wanting to see things that are open downtown, things that are maybe kid and teenager friendly, also just a gathering space for people that doesn't have to involve a meal or alcohol. My husband and I were just saying it would be fun to make a space that really feels like it's for everybody. And so we started developing the concept for the space, really just the idea of having board games in it. We didn't want to do food service, so just letting them bring in food. And my husband smartly said we really probably should sell something too. So we started talking about what we could do, and when the idea for the craft bottled sodas came up, we kind of knew that we were onto something with that. And from there, I think our brains just kind of went wild and exploded into the let's set it up like a bar and we can serve our own on draft, and then the soda fountain aspect came in. But really, at the heart of it, for us, it was really about just creating a space for community, for our community here, but also for people to create community or bring their people in and be that platform for them.
If you love the idea of having a soda fountain party, you can rent the room at the back of Kast Iron Soda Works. They also rent out keg coolers, and they're very close to bottling their own root beer. They're always innovating and coming up with new ideas, so if you want to follow them on their journey, you can use the QR code on the screen to follow them on Facebook, or you can check out their website at castironssoda.com. And now to our Doing Good in the Neighborhood segment, featuring a local nonprofit that's doing amazing work in the Valley for low to moderate income single mothers. Clothed in Strength is not even a year old, and they're already outgrowing their current space. The founder of the nonprofit has a very personal reason for wanting to help single mothers.
My name is Heather Frank, and I am the founder of Clothed in Strength, where our mission is to help bridge the gap between financial freedom and government assistance for low to moderate income single mothers. This is very near and dear to my heart because that's exactly the situation that I found myself in. I was not only a young, teenage mother, but I was also in a domestic violence situation until she was 3, and I ended up leaving and I became a single mother. And it was at that moment when I was in school, I went back to school full time, and I was also working full time, but I found myself where I made too much money to qualify for government assistance, but I was nowhere near financially free. We're talking under $20,000 a year. I had no support from him. So I worked my butt off. I completed my bachelor's in the fall of 2007. Fast forward, I got married in 2011. We have a second daughter. And this has been something that's been on my heart for a long time. It was just waiting for the right opportunity and really stepping into this calling that I really truly feel like God had put on my heart. I knew exactly what I wanted it to look like. And really the whole purpose here was to be who Heather needed, who 23-year-old Heather needed at that moment. When we look at the statistics, there are so many single mother households in the greater Youngstown and Youngstown area. And so our mission is to help bridge that gap, and that can look many different ways. So we stand on 3 pillars. The first is through our pop-up boutique, which we're currently hosting in indoor storage units, which has been so great for us to launch. We have everything from baby items to kids clothing, women's clothing, shoes, home goods, diapers, wipes, feminine hygiene products, and really anything in between. And it's all completely for free. We never charge for anything. So that the boutique is our first part of our pillar. Our second pillar, we launched our financial grant process back in October. And so we provide grants for women who are in emergency situations. And so they had a flat tire. If you needed help with utilities 1 month. These mothers, our requirement is that they do have to be employed or they have to be furthering their education. Really the premise is that stumbling block that comes along, but they're really, really trying. They just need someone to throw them a bone and help them out. And then the third part is to be a resource center. I didn't realize as a single mother that there were all of these resources locally. A lot of these organizations that I've partnered with over the last year almost, some of them were around when I was a single mother and I had no idea. So many of these women don't have anyone. They don't have a family. They don't have a support system. And it does take you back to that feeling, even though it took many years to heal through that. To come alongside them now, like I have hugged them, I have cried with them, and just letting them know that you're not alone, because that really is such a big thing. Besides the physical things that they take, being a source of encouragement to them is a huge part of my mission.
Clothed in Strength is in the process of buying a home in Poland. That'll give them the space they need to really create a place for single mothers to come, relax, gather, take a deep breath, and get all of the help that they need. The organization is hosting a fundraiser in March. To learn more about that or to help with their mission, visit clothedinstrength.org. As always, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. Share the show, help spread the good news, and we'll see you next time.
On the Bright Side is produced by Mahoning Valley Productions, where we tell your stories.